Hi there, you with Simon here at English Coach again, and today I'm here to talk to you about confusion. Now, this is not an opinion, this is something that I've researched, and my research comes from Notre Dame University, and the study was published in 2012. And what it does is it shows that there is evidence that confusion can help your brain or can help your cognitive thinking. Now, a lot of people would disagree with that, but I'd like to make this video about really showing in the clearest way possible what they are disagreeing with, and not just the general idea that confusion is good for your brain or bad for your brain. Okay? Going with the presupposition or predetermined idea that confusion is bad for your brain. This kind of presumption that people have. Okay, I'd like to kind of disprove that today. First, I'd like to start with two separate ideas, and the first idea is short-term cognitive thinking and critical thinking and ability to question what you're doing and how you're doing it and how you're solving problems in your brain. So over the short term, confusion's not actually that good. And if you find yourself getting confused 3, 4, 5 times, well, you're more likely to give up on that task or at least feel really terrible about yourself. So you've got to remember that if you don't have a very healthy self-esteem and you don't have very good sticking power or determination, confusion can be a complicated matter, especially over the short term. However, if you look at the fact that confusion forces you to think more, confusion stops you in your tracks and puts you in a state of not knowing what the answer is, puts you in a state of uncertainty. Uncertainty is an important word for this video. Why? Most of us like to believe that our universe and our reality here on Earth is certain. But I could probably bet that 90% of the people in the world, if they were told that they would live through a pandemic in 2020, and they had been told that in 2019, most of them, those 90%, most of us would believe that that is either bogus or fake news or something like that. But here we are, we're living through this pandemic. And so you see, if you essentially look at life, you can see there's no certainty whatsoever. And it's like one of those illusions that makes you feel slightly more comfortable when it doesn't really exist. So what confusion does is gets you closer to admitting that there's no certainty in life, which makes you more versatile in your mind and in your emotions to deal with life. So confusion is a tool, if you like, for long-term critical thinking, high provocation, and let's say improvement of cognitive thinking. Because when you cannot solve a problem straight away and your brain searches for more options, generally you'll be more creative in the resolution. Okay, this is a basic premise that I'm putting out here, but it does come from true research that was done in 2012 and does state emphatically that confusion over the long term can help the brain and can help you become a better thinker, a better dealer with life's uncertainties, and more creative in resolutions. So if you had any doubts about this video and this video has made you more confused, don't fret. because it's probably good for you. Okay. The only thing that I will say is, actually, I will mention once again, is that over the short term, confusion is generally a negative thing for most people. And if you don't have a long term vision for your life, if you don't have a very high amount of sticking power when it comes to your goals, focus on certainty, focus on getting certainty in your life before you start delving into confusing yourself. And it's not, in fact, a matter of confusing yourself. It's a matter of thinking about those harder or more confusing questions that we have in life, like how do we work? How do our emotions work? How do we deal with things like death? How do we deal with all of the conflicts and complications that we find in business, and these kinds of things, that they can actually be looked at in an approach or in a perception that allows you to be more open and let yourself be feeling more uncertain during that time. Okay, so just to end the video, don't get the idea that it's just going to feel good and help you. No, it's something that generally you need to practice in your routine, in your habits of finding times when you're confused, and instead of backing out of it and giving yourself more certainty, let yourself feel it and let yourself go into it. And I would say it's easier said than done, but if there's benefits to it and it makes us better people, better thinkers, more intelligent, more critical on the hard things that we need to solve in our lives, I would say it's a huge benefit. Thank you for being here today and watching this video. I hope that this video didn't confuse you too much. And please like, subscribe, and if you don't like, please give me a comment. Tell me what was wrong with the video. And I'll see you next time on English Coach. Thanks.